Hey guys, it's Billy with HBI Auto, and today I wanted to kind of show you what I've been working on. This is my 993, and I've had this car for going on 6 years now. I bought this car as a one-owner car, and it was actually supposed to be my daily driver, but it went out of control pretty quickly. So the car's been kind of sitting since about 2020. It was a running, driving car, it's a phenomenal car. And a little funny side story of how we ended up here is I ended up doing some coilovers on the car, some fab speed exhaust, ended up doing a deck lid, some wheels, just kind of making a pretty cool car. I took the car to my dad's shop to have the deck lid painted, and my favorite color is orange, and this car is black. And so the gears started spinning. I said, what if we painted the deck lid orange? Next thing you know, I'm there on nights and weekends. The car's fully stripped. As you can see, it's now on a rotisserie, and here we are. The car has been kind of on hold for a while, just busy with work and whatnot, but now we're kind of positioned to tackle this project again. And I just wanted to show you guys up close kind of what we're starting with right now, because this thing is stripped down to a bare shell, and kind of show you what the plans are for it. So right now the car is just in primer. We completely gutted it. There was nothing left. We had the car blasted, and basically just started working the body. The body was in really good condition except for one quarter panel. And come back here and I'll show you some stuff we did. If you look straight there, it may be hard to see on the camera, but what I did is I had the whole underside of the car basically truck lined. And the whole point of that is when I built this car, I wanted it to be durable and last forever. So we did the whole underside of the car. It's all coated and protected. It's a little different. It's black. I like that better than the factory color. If you walk over here, this area is now in much better condition, but it had a previous repair done and it was just kind of all knocked up. So Nate has been helping me out here. This is the final stage of primer, and this is basically as stripped down as this car is going to be going forward. So one of the other cool things we did is we completely deleted the sunroof, because my goal with this is to build like a what if GT2 modern car. And right here we skinned in a whole carbon roof section. So I'm really excited to see how this thing turns out. I think it's gonna be phenomenal. As you can see, we've done the doors. They are nice and straight. Everything looks great. And as I said before, the car is black. So I wanted to show you, this is pretty much a test of what the new color is gonna look like. So this is blood orange. It was a color you could get on the 993. I'm a fan of orange, and it's like the purest orange you can get for the most part. I liked it better than lava orange, or the term pure orange, because they both kind of have different hints of colors. And I think this is as straight orange as you can get. So this is a test. I'm super excited about the outcome. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the car. Again, just like the car, everything else we stripped down. So down here we have the cases. We're going to a 3.8 liter big bore. We're going with forged rods. We're basically doing everything. So the car was a 4S. Thanks to Protomotive, it's now twin turbo. So we're looking at basically bulletproof this engine, and on just pump gas, you're looking at 550 horsepower. Add the race gas to it, we're looking at about 800 horsepower. So over here we've got the suspension. I went with a Bilstein setup. We're working with Tarot on all the suspension components. So basically we're gonna replace all the factory suspension with the Tarot upgrades. We've got the solid mount for the rear subframe. Pretty much just taking care of all the suspension. And with my OCD, here's just an example of one of the suspension parts that we had powder coated and done up. So the underside of this car is going to look just as good as the outside. What you see here is only about 10% of what I actually have. I have this whole car disassembled in a room, and it's taken up the entire room full of parts. But I do have some other stuff over here I can show you. Right here, this is going to be the intercooler. That's the other header and turbocharger step, and then here's some of the suspension components. So right now, basically, the next steps for this build is we're going to finish the final block. We're going to put the body in color. We're going to get all the body parts in color this week, and then assemble the car, and then we're going to start work on installing the suspension. So we're looking to make some pretty strong progress on it. We're working with Protomotive to do the machine work, assembly of the engine, get everything dialed in over there. So we have the time just to focus on the mechanical aspect over here. The project deadline, we're looking at having everything wrapped up by December. Obviously, we're going to have to wait on the engine, but we're going to try to have all the suspension in, brakes, interior, all the components are going to be installed, and hopefully this thing will just be ready to pop the engine in, do the final wet sanding, paint protection film, and get on the road and drive this thing. All right, so I got Nate here. He's been really helping out with the body work and stuff that I just don't have the time or skills to tackle, because this guy's got mad skills. What you'll see here is some of the body kit stuff we're doing. I'm just going to kind of hand the mic over to him. He's going to just kind of recap all the work it's taken to get in the body work where we're at now, and what's the next steps.
Hey guys, it's Nate with HBI Auto. I'm kind of give you an update on the parts for the the 993. We had a GT3 style deck lid, and it required a little bit of body work because it's fiberglass. Fiberglass always requires a little bit of body work here and there, which requires you to block it down, do a little bit of filler, primer, block it again. Also, these other pieces that we have here are lip and spats and side skirts. That's also required the same amount of body work as well. Okay, so we have here the front lip for the 993. It's an aftermarket kit. Requires a little bit of body work to make it fit good. It's a pretty good kit where the fitment's pretty close, but fiberglass again always needs a little bit of body work in order to get it straight, so it meets our expectations. Also, we have the rear lip right here. It's in 3 pieces, and same thing. It fits really good for fiberglass. And then finally we have our side skirts or rocker moldings for this car, and it's the same thing. They fit well, but just the straights aren't that straight. They're a little wavy. So in order to get the straights the way they need to be, they'll need the same thing: block, a little bit of filler, prime, and then block, and then prime again, and then they'll be ready for the final sand and then top coating. Next time you see the 993, the body will be in paint, the bumpers, and the doors. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again.